see out, yeah. What are we doing, my dear, my dear? I surrender you myself. My hands are in the air. Only time will tell the difference clear. What is the reason you do not have your own peace of mind? Are you happy for now? Are you doing this thing to survive? Are you taking the pictures of every memories of your life? What's the reason why we're still out here? Shake give me one better thing or two. Make a nigga suit and tie, let him fly like you. Show you the road, you try on time my shoes. Is that you? What are we doing, my dear, my dear? I surrender you myself.
Alright, so you're still to the Love 99.5 on radio. And of course, if you want to catch us on Facebook, we are on Love in the Morning on Facebook. Alright, that's how you can catch us on Facebook. And I'd ask that you log on to Facebook right now and you search for Love in the Morning, because on Love in the Morning we've got lots of visuals. I have sent a lot of videos to Joel Labie, the man manning our Facebook. And so if you join us there, you get to appreciate the conversation we're just about to begin right here in the studios of Love 99.5, also live on Facebook on Love in the Morning. So it's become one of the biggest conversations, in town. The flag bearer of the opposition NDC, John Dramani Mahama, has hinted or has said that if he should win the 2024 elections, the NDC, that's his party, will roll out a 24-hour economy. Now, let me just give you a bit of understanding as to what the 24-hour economy is. It means that the entire infrastructure of the economy will adapt to support a 24-hour operations, the whole entire economy. So not only will shops and restaurants stay open, but also factories, government services, retail, banking, and logistics services will all operate throughout the night. Now, I want you to take a listen to what the former president, John Dramani Mahama, said when he was putting this across. Take a listen to him.
In this land of opportunity, there is very much we can do. There is much we can do even now to turn things around. And I am heartened that my recent suggestion of operating a 24-hour economy in Ghana has been heard by the finance minister, as he mentioned in his recent budget statement, in the form of what he called the ninth economy. However, my idea of a 24-hour economy goes beyond just a ninth economy, which is to boost tourism, as explained by the Honorable Ken Oforiatta. I envision a 24-hour economy where hospitality facilities, filling stations, manufacturers, construction companies, garbage collection companies, mining and extractive industries, agro-processing industries, harbors and ports, financial services, digital startups, and BPOs will operate preferably a 3-shift system 24/7 in an atmosphere of safety and security. Heightened security needed for a 24-hour economy will also provide for safer cities and thereby, in effect, boost tourism. This 24-hour economy initiative I propose will be voluntary. It will not be imposed. Businesses will be encouraged to sign up with tax incentives provided for them and enhance security and lower electricity tariffs.
Right, so that was the former president and the flag bearer for the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, saying that if he should win the 2024 election, that is what one of the policies will be rolling out, a 24-hour economy. Now, what do you make of what John Dramani Mahama intends to do if he should win the 2024 election? What do you make of it? So picture this. It means that if you are in the office working and your roadworthy certificate has expired, you will not rush out of your office because you know that the DVLA will be operating 24 hours. So when you close your normal time, let's say at 5, you can comfortably drive to the DVLA office, have your roadworthy certificate attended to for you. If, for example, you have to go get some groceries and go cook for your husband, you will not rush from the office at 3. to say, because you might think that, the KGT market will be closed to the public around 6 p.m. You don't rush out of the office because you know that the KGT market will still be on even beyond 6 p.m. That's the idea that John Dramani Mahama is putting across. Again, something that just came to mind. So maybe you're driving to Accra. You know that mostly by 6:37, most of the mechanic shops have closed their shops. But if the system is such that mechanic shops are operating 24 hours a day, on your way to Tamale, on your way to Accra, if your vehicle should develop a fault, you are sure that you have a mechanic operating or a fitting shop operating where your car will be attended to for you, instead of leaving your car in the middle of the road. As it is now, if you know an electrician, they can call the electrician. Ibrahim, may electrical fault. Ibrahim will come because of the relationship you have with him. So that's the kind of economy he's thinking about. So I ask again, what do you make of the thoughts of the former president as he says he's going to roll out a policy if he should win the elections? He calls it the 24-hour, economy. Now, we are live, like I said, on Love in the Morning on Facebook. So join us there and see him when he was reading the presentation. So drop your comments there on Facebook as well, but you can also share your thoughts with us on what he has said on 05511119995, and that's our WhatsApp number. Our economist is with us in the studios of Love 99.5, Mr. Nunu Evans. And that's how the students say this. For saying he would mention his surname first before his Christian name follows and all that. So Nunu Evans, good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you doing?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Well, the Lord is my shepherd as always. I am well. So this 24-hour economy being mentioned, something that a policy that the NDC and the flag bearer wants to roll out. What do you make of it? I've tried to give some bit of understanding as to what it is, but as an economist yourself, what's your own take on this?
Well, it's a good idea. I think it would help us. The only thing I have about it is how comprehensive it is, and whether we'll be able to implement it in the way he wants to put it, or would it have been prudent selecting those that are already having something going in the night, ensure that they are running effectively, and then put in other measures to make sure that we can roll that out in other sectors of the economy. As
you see, do you think it's over ambitious, and it's not feasible?
Not in its totality, in its entirety. It will be very difficult. For example, because he talks about even manufacturing and agriculture and other things.
The factories, all of them will be,
really, he has to come out with a good roadmap and to tell us how he wants to roll that out. Because as it stands now, it is too broad, and I'm not too sure. The mechanism, we have mechanisms in place and structures in place to get that rolled out. So I think he has to come properly for us to know.
We'll talk about the challenges that we're faced with and how we can surmount those challenges to ensure that even if it's something that we think would help our economy, we should find ways and means to ensure that we roll it out. But the MPP, on the other hand, have mentioned that they would rather roll out a night economy, as captured in the 2024 budget to Parliament by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. So he talks about a night, economy. John Mahama is talking about a 24-hour economy. Is there a difference in there?
Well, they are talking about virtually the same thing. The only difference is the scope.
Okay.
Ken Ofori-Atta limited his 24-hour economy, which is supposed to be the normal 24-hour, the night economy, which is supposed to be the normal 24-hour economy, but he limited it to the hospitality industry, tourism. And so the only difference here is that they properly defined their scope and gave out how they are going to achieve that. He talks about boosting security in the night and making sure that street lights are working, CCTVs are planted at vantage point to make sure that things are working. So he limits his to the tourism industry and how I'm sure other related industry like the hotels and the food services would also come in, and how they are going to achieve that. For that is extremely feasible and it's very easy to achieve. In any case, that industry is already running, especially during weekends and Christmas. You see the night very active in these areas, and except that it's quite limited to the big cities. So his is properly defined and very simple, easy to achieve. But Mahama's goes beyond what they are talking about, the MPP, and for that matter, Ken Ofori-Atta is talking about. So I think that in as much as they are all prudent, and I don't think there is any advantage NPP has over that of Mahama, except that Mahama's is quite comprehensive and would have to come.
That is
properly.
broad.
That is broad.
Okay, so again, even if we hear people, for example, say that it's something that's already operational, it's something that is already in some areas of the economy, it's being practiced. Some restaurants work, deep into the night. They don't necessarily do 24 hours, because at one point in time they close. Some filling stations go a bit deep into the night. They don't go to do 24 hours. Hospitals, as you and I know of, also operate a 24-hour service, especially the public hospitals. But with very skeleton stuff. There are occasions you might go to a hospital somewhere, you might not find some doctors there on duty. You'll be told that, oh wait, the doctor will come in the morning, stuff like that. Even the police service, you might go to the police station, you realize again that they have very skeleton stuff in the evening, although they're operating a 24-hour, service. It's not like during the day where you have some full complement of the force in there. At this point in time, before I ask a question, I'd like for you to take a listen to what the Vice President and, of course, the flag bearer for the MPP had to say about the thoughts of John Dramani Mahama about the 24-hour economy. Take a listen.
John Mahama says he has a new idea. And what is the new idea? He says he wants a 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. He doesn't even understand that policy. Today in Ghana, our hospitals work 24 hours. Our electricity company works 24 hours. Our water company works 24 hours. Our phone companies work 24 hours. Many job bars work 24 hours. Isn't it? Today, because of digitalization, the banks, you can transfer money 24 hours. You can receive money 24 hours. Isn't it? So he doesn't understand his own policy. It does not make sense. And I want you to vote in 2024, but I will bring a new vision. I will bring new policy, and we will transform this country. Mahama is the past. Dr. Mahama is the future.
So Dr. Bawumia is the future. Listeners, so you've heard John Dramani Mahama and the policy he wants to roll out if he should win the elections come 2024. You've heard the leader of the MPP. He says, well, it does not make sense. He says some of the sectors are already, operating a 24-hour service. He mentions Ghana Water Company. I'm wondering if there's a pipe burst whether, the Ghana Water Company have their men on the ground to go fix it at night or at dawn. He mentions ECG. He mentions the fuel stations. He mentions, chop bars. He mentions that due to the digitization, for example. Chop bars operate 24 hours. But you heard the man. Am I the one saying it? If you go to Asafo, behind the BB area, I'm sure that some of the chop bars operate 24 hours. But do we have a large number of them operating the 24 hour?
I think that's the idea behind the 24 hours.
Well, it's a question I'm going to ask Nunu, though. But he also mentions, for example, that due to digitization, you can sit in the comfort of your home and renew your driver's license. But like I was saying a while ago, if, for example, I want to renew my roadworthiness, they're not operating 24 hours. So I would seek for permission, leave my office around 2 or 3 p.m. and go to the DVLA office. Depending on the number of people whose vehicles have been attended to, I might now come back to work. Having lost some man hours for my employer, and the people who may come to that office of mine seeking my services, I'm already out of the office. So if he says it doesn't make sense, do you agree with him? And again, looking at the fact that if we are running a 24-hour economy, you might decide to work from 8 to let's say 5, close, and then go get some of these things for yourself. I mean, you heard Dr. Bawumia. What do you make of what he's saying?
No, if he says it doesn't make sense, I disagree with him. It makes a lot of sense. The only problem I have is that they talk about economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, health sustainability, human capital, so many things. So I think that it's too broad, and so they really need to come well. But it doesn't mean that what they are saying doesn't really make sense. It makes a lot of sense because yes, Dr. Bawumia talks about the fact that some of these industries are already running, but they are not running completely. The process is not complete. So, for example, you could register up to a certain point for a passport, but you may have to be there personally in the office for them to capture your details. And it's almost as if you are going over the whole process again. The
biometrics, yeah?
Yes, even to renew your passport.
Yeah, true.
It's as if you are going through you've never done it before. So in the night, as it stands now, if you want to renew your passport, you can start online, all right. But if you go there at 12 o'clock that I'm here to capture, they will either treat you as a witch or wizard or something else around this time.
But so you support such a thing that the passport service should run 24 hours?
Yeah, there are several offices like the DVLA like this, the passport office, FDA like this, has even the courts, our courts. They have so many cases. If we could have young judges that could sit even at night and handle push away some of these cases for us. So there are several sectors of the economy we could operate. Because
I remember there was an occasion where we were told that even some courts should sit so that people would have their cases heard
on
holidays and weekends.
Yes.
I don't know what has happened to that, and therefore someone like Leo would say, okay, so Eugene did something wrong to him, or Mahai Diamo get to some police station. He's picked up on a Friday evening. He's there throughout the weekend without any bail. To some extent, that's what some people do. If we really want to roll out this 24-hour economy that what do you call it, Mahama is talking about, what are the mechanics that you think we need to put in place that would enable us to have it rolled out well and make it sustainable? Because when you travel out of the country, so many of the countries outside, they run the 24-hour economy and it's working so well. And then we're a developing country. We want to catch up with them. We want to do some of the things that they do. So if we really want to make sure that this works out, what should we be doing?
Okay, so let me be frank with all of us. You see, this thing works more in the developed economies like UK, US and the likes. And it is because night economy is an offshoot or the child of the day economy. So the more economically active your day is will determine how active your night is. So for example, if during the day people are not even buying from you, what will force you to sit there in the night thinking that people will come and buy? Look, the filling stations you made mention of, those that are in prime areas, that cars are moving 24 hours, they also operate 24 hours. But if you are operating along one of the villages on the Accra road and everybody is asleep, your security is even at stake. So yes, we come to that point. But my point is that if the day is very active, it is likely that the night will be more active. I wouldn't say more, but the night will also be somehow active. All right, so let's pick it from. So I took time to go through the data on UK's night economy because we normally model our projects and likes on that of UK or US. Now, in their 2021 population and housing census, they talk about the fact that their night economy thrives in 3 key areas. The highest area or the number 1 area is health and social work activities.
Health and social work activities.
And we also have health working somehow like that, except that it's not very active.
It's not efficient. I mean, we're not doing the right thing. Like I mentioned, you go to the hospital, Konfanoche, Kolebu. There are occasions you might not get certain people at post working, although we say we're doing 24 hours.
Yes, so they have health and social work activities. Then it comes to accommodation and food services. Then it comes to wholesale and retail because sometimes product should be on site the next day. So they also have well-developed wholesale and retail activities in the night. These 3 areas are the most active sectors in the night. So we have some of them already running, but partially, like Dr. Bamia was talking about. So I think that to begin with, we can strengthen these areas. We can boost tourism, as Dr. Bamia mentioned, food and services and the likes. But if we really want to bring in manufacturing and the likes, we really have to make sure that the day is very active.
What about the mechanics, for example? I mean, you and I know that you take a vehicle to the mechanics. You had a fault around 2:30, and then your mechanic is at, let's say, Asafo. The parts that he needs is not available at Asafo. He tells you have to go to magazine. He bought a trotro or whatever, gets to magazine, goes for a part, brings it back. The part itself doesn't work well. He has to go back to and fro. But you need your car. Unfortunately, the to and fro is such that you get to a point in time where the mechanic will say, "Oh, can I better how?" Because Swami will close by 5:36, and then the mechanic also wants to close. But if the mechanic knows that Swami will not close, they'll be there 24/7. I can go back and pick the parts that I need. I'll come back to my shop. The place is well lit. There's security, patrols going on, so I'm safe to work. He'll work on your vehicle for you. You might get your vehicle by 7 p.m. But about 4:35 now, boss will kind of better how. If you're going to Accra and unfortunately you develop a fault on the road, all the mechanic shops have already closed. But again, if you know that along the line, some places where the mechanics are working, You can call on a mechanic ahead of you, and the person come and fix your car for you. Your car would not have to be there.
Yes, but you see, it all boils down to how active the night in general is. Because the point is that you are employing someone to be in the shop 2 to 4 hours, or from the
creating more employment.
Yes. So now that we are not economically active, if you decide to do that, you pay the person. You may even pay the person that stays in the night higher than the daytime.
No, but if you are running them in badges, somebody closes. So a mechanic closes at, let's say, 5.
Yes.
The next mechanic comes and continues. So why will you pay more?
Yes, but because the person is sacrificing his night.
No, if we have done the right orientation, that and yes, 0.5, but the Juma now, why would you have to pay more because of man hours?
No, because listen, if people are working during the day, you pay them. If people are working in the night, you pay them. Now, ordinarily, if you close your shop in the night, you will not have to pay any income to any salary to anybody for staying there in the night. Now, if you employ extra hands and people are not coming there, and in the night people are sleeping, how many cars are on the road? So how many cars are you expecting? You would try, but if you stay there for 1 week, 2 weeks, no one is coming. You'll be tempted to close it because you'll be wasting money on employees.
That's what GM says it's not compulsory. He's not going to enforce it on anybody, but he's going to make the environment conducive enough. So for you to say, well, you will buy into it, because we'll talk about the other challenges that it faces. From what I'm hearing from you, you don't seem to sound as if it's that feasible.
Some sectors, some sectors are
feasible.
Industries already in the system. You can easily.
Let me share with you what the TUC themselves are saying.
Okay.
So John Mahama went to meet with the TUC members, and then when he did his presentation, the leadership of the TUC had this to say.
We are also very interested, and we are eager to know a lot more about his great idea of a 24-hour economy. I think this one, comrade, you have to take your time. Because I can imagine the amount of jobs that this kind of thing will create. That could be the game changer. I'm telling you that you have opportunities in this country. We work 24 hours, 3 shifts. So if you don't get a job in the morning, you can get it in the afternoon or in the night. So where are the young people? Get ready for jobs.
It's going to create jobs.
Yes.
And that's the TUC, boss speaking there.
Yes, it is true. But my point is that those industries that are already running in the night could be boosted. But what I'm saying is that if the day is idle, the night cannot be active. It doesn't make sense. Then you are cheating nature. So my point is that if we boost economic activities in general during the day, the night economy will be forced to be in existence.
So let's say, for example, if you look at the lands department and other sectors of the economy, like ministries and stuff like that, there are occasions that people need some documents to be completed for them. You go there, or call lunch on bio, like I said, maybe the person is taking the vehicle to the DVLA for it to be checked, to be given the roadworthy certificate and all that. So they close at 5. Don't you think that some of the ministries, if we roll out a 24-hour economy, you can go to the ministries, and because they know that they are there to work, you can ensure that some documentation you're looking for, you'll be able to get them.
Exactly. So, in fact, with the public sector, quite a good number of them could be run 24 hours.
Mention a few, let me see.
So, like I did mention, passport office, the DVLA, even this national identification system.
NIA.
Yes,
NIA.
We can talk about the court, the judiciary system. We could have courts that run in the night, and you can even talk about FDA, because so many people have their drugs seeking to register their drugs, and the process is not ever going through. So I think that's quite a good number of the public sector institutions could be operationalized in a way that would let them survive 24/7 or even 24 hours. But what I'm saying is that, and I'm speaking with regards to that of President Mahama's policy in terms of its totality, in the entirety. If we want to achieve that for some sectors of the economy, fine. But talking about manufacturing and the likes, we may have to really work hard and ensure that the day is very, very active, so that people would find reasons to increase production in the night. Because if, let me tell you that during Christmas, we see some of these things. Because people are buying, the economy becomes extremely active. So people stay on in the night to work. Nobody gives them any incentive. Nobody forces them.
I asked about that because I was wondering, is our economy robust enough to stand this kind of policy? Because elsewhere that these things are happening, there are production, houses churning out products every time.
Yes.
People are trooping in. Like when you go to Dubai and New York and all these places, people are flying in every minute. Here we don't have.
Isn't
it like
because we are not built our economy for that?
Yeah. So
when you build it, then gradually people get to understand that, I don't have to rush for some of these things. The market is available. Yeah. I agree with you when you talk about what do you call traffic to a particular business. If the traffic is not there, people will not patronize it. I mean, you will not waste your time to be there. But I'm thinking that it's all about orientation. It's all about how we plan and roll it out.
Yeah, so like we talked about, why is it that during Christmas, seamstresses, tailors, and the likes all stay overnight?
Yeah, that's because the demand is high.
Yes, nobody is forcing them. But economic activities generally increase. And that gives birth to what we see in the night.
Okay.
So my point is that you see the developed nations, it's not as if they are forcing and trying so hard to have a night economy. It comes with a development. So if economic activities are increasing, you are producing, people are buying, you
out
got
of
to meet
necessity.
demand.
That's why you have the night market. Yeah.
Then the night market will be there. But that is not to say that what former President Mahama is saying is wrong. Is right. But I'm saying that we should be selective.
Okay.
And start from somewhere.
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's cool. Because like I was saying, somebody wants to go to the market and buy a few groceries and go, cook. But you know that you went to market in 6 p.m. So on number free in the office by 4 p.m. to go to she can go to the market and do the purchasing and all that. So I agree. But if we know that KDHS is going to run 24/7, entirely if you go there, you are sorted out. But why is this getting so much attention right now? I've read articles from Lord Mason, an economist, who is for this. I just shared with you leadership of TUC, who are also excited about this. But this thought of JD, John Dramani Mahama, JDM, did not just come this year. In fact, in October 2020, prior to the 2020 elections, he said the same thing. Take a listen to what he had to say.
It is our intention to turn our economy into a 24-hour economy, with factories and businesses working 24 hours a day, every day, especially in the production of high-end goods, not only for export but also for the local market. The additional shifts this will create will bring in a significant number of new jobs. And since we are talking about the production of high-end goods, there will be decent jobs with decent salaries and will allow people to live a dignified life. In the People's Manifesto, we also pledge that every Ghanaian will have access and benefit from a free primary health care plan. This will include cure, prevention, and health promotion.
So that was from 2024. So why is it getting so much attention this time around? Although it didn't get same in 2020.
This time around, whatever President Mahama says will get attention, because apparently NPP has been in office for 8 years. So definitely people might
political fatigue.
Yeah. So obviously now the attention is on Mahama. That is not to suggest that he's going to win on anything. I'm only saying that now whatever he says, people will pay attention to it, because he's as prominent as whoever comes from the NPP. And let me add to this. You see, I was making the point that the night economy is a byproduct of a buoyant economy. The reason why, if you look at the UK system, for example, do you know that from 2016 to 2020, their night economy was employing about 9.7 people, 9.7 million people. Yes, their night economy, 9.7 million people. Now from 2020, it reduced to 8.5. And the reason why it reduced to 8.5 million people is that COVID came in, economic activities slowed.
Yeah.
So nobody forced people out of the night economy, but economic activities were reducing. So the number of people employed in the night economy also reduced. So I am saying that if we really want to have active night, then the day must be very, very active, so that will be a bonus to us.
Okay.
Yes, but then that notwithstanding, there are some public sector institutions we can start off with, and some sectors, some industries that are already running, we can boost, and then we expect that the other industries will get hooked up.
Do you suggest to say they should focus more on the day economy, make it more robust, more buoyant before we think about the night economy?
Yeah, so some sectors, whether the day is active or not, could be rolled out, like the passport and the things we've talked about. But what I'm saying is that if you want to achieve it in general, it's not as if we are trying to lure people into the night economy. If the day is active, the night will also be active. If the day is more active, the night will be active because, like I told you, during Easter, Christmas, and even weekends in the cities. And let's be frank with ourselves. These active nights we are talking about, even in the UKs and in the Americas, you see them in the big cities. Because you don't think that you go to Umpoho in the western region in the night.
what incentives? And listeners, you can call us on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. You can call us. What do you make of the thoughts of John Dramani Mahama, who says that if he should win the 2024 elections, he's going to introduce 24-hour economy, vis-a-vis what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying, who says, well, so we already have it in the system. And so therefore he doesn't see the sense in this. What do you make of it? Now, let's talk about incentives, because you heard Don Dramani Mahama say, for example, that they will cut down electricity cost, they would try to do something about taxation, we'll talk about security and all that. What are the basic things that we need in terms of incentives to make this run? But before we talk about that, Kofi Bedu is on the line. And let's speak to Kofi. Hi, good morning, Kofi Bedu.
Hi, good morning, Dave. How are you doing? I'm
well, Kofi. Good to have you. So your thoughts on a 24-hour economy?
Mahama can do. And I think this is reconsultation. The people should adopt this as their slogan. Mahama can do. Dave, the rate at which the Ekufuado and Bawumia have brought this economy on its knees, you need an extraordinary measures and a radical thinker to bring this economy on its feet. I think that Mahama has learned a lot in opposition. So if you say that he will bring all this and make sure that the economy has been stable, I think he can do. Look, that is not enough. And I'm expecting him coming the day. I'm expecting him to tell us that he is going to have only 25 ministers and scrap some of the Council of State and all that, the Peace Council. I'm expecting him to bring more. Look,
I hear you, Kofi. For one of time, please let's move on. But Kofi says Mahama can do. That's what Kofi Bedu says. He says Mahama can do. We have another Kofi on the line. Kofi, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Mahama can do it. He can do it and do it better. Look, David, I don't know. Before the traders at Bola, Dr. Mensah, popularly known as Bola, before they were sacked from the place, they used to do night marketing. David, if you wonder from 5 p.m. you see different people coming to the market 6 p.m. In fact, that area they don't sleep. They do night marketing till the day. So this is easy for John Mahama to do it. And you see, the answer that Bawumia gave, it's funny. You are contesting the election to become president. You are not contesting the election to become vice president. And so you call John Mahama to come and tell us what he did when he was a vice president. The Bawumia doesn't know what he is doing.
All right, thank you very much, Kofi there. Ken is on the line. Hassan is also on the line. You can also call us on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. Don't worry if you're on Love FM on Facebook and you don't find us there. We have our own Facebook page right now. It's Love in the Morning on Facebook. Join us there with your thoughts and your comments. Ken, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, David.
Good morning, sir.
You know what? I still don't understand why Bawumia cannot stop lying. Because when he told me these things that Mahama said that on most of them are, no, not even most of them, he said all of them are in Otri. Look, apart from, let's talk about the filling station. Apart from Puma, and then there's this particular new filling station with the logo, I think green, that Otri 24 hours. I don't know of all that he mentioned. I mean, Bawumia, all that he mentioned, that is on operative. You see, somebody should advise him. He still can't stop lying. And then I'm telling you, when he continue with this, nobody, I think the youth are even saying, nobody would think of coming or bringing MPP back on point. Not to even talk about vote for MPP.
Well, I hear you, Ken, as well. Hassan, good morning, sir, and welcome.
Good morning, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm well, Hassan. Good to have you, sir.
Alhamdulillah. When John Mahama says he's going to do this, I don't think anybody can question Mahama's credibility as compared to this vice president. When Mahama says, I'm going to make Kadifia work, he did it. When Mahama says Terminal 3 is going to be built, they said it was Photoshop. When Mahama said, I'm going to renovate Kumasi airport to a standard, Mahama did it. When Mahama said, and there's so much and traffic at Komponochi, so I'm going to build a ferry. Mahama started a ferry and built it to a certain level. When they came, those that called themselves competent, what did they do there? When Mahama says Kumasi doesn't have regional hospitals, he says, I'm going to build one at Syria. He did it. Whatever Mahama said, we have seen it. So this man, I don't even know why you people keep I don't know. Because whatever vice president says, it's all lies.
Hassan, we hear you. Nana Kweku is on the line as well. Hi, Nana, good morning.
Okay. You know me, I hate the politics test. All of them are lies. But I'll go on the practicality aspect of it as comparing to advanced nations that have larger economies that are capable of doing it. Let's talk about China. If you go to Shenzhen, or if we even, let me use another city, Guangzhou, where most Ghanaians go, let's ask ourselves, do we have to, China, Guangzhou, do they have 24/7? No. Shenzhen, that is supposed to be the world, even the iPhones and everything that we all use is produced in Shenzhen. With the electrical hub of China, they don't work 24/7. Let's talk about Ghana. Man in your city, you see, when demand brings about supply, it's a push and pull system. Now, if someone is going to work 24 hours, it depends on the demand for its product. No magical wind from anybody can make someone work 24 hours. If I'm going to work at night and then no one is going to buy my product, I sit from 10 p.m. to the next morning 6 a.m. and no one comes in to buy my product. Why would I go and work at that time? Or employ the businessman, employ people, come and work, sit down, no production. No. So no government or individual can make someone work 24/7. Not just it may be. Just even ask teachers. Look, would you let you at the studio, David, would you let your child go and learn at night? If you're a teacher, will you go to the classroom to teach? Let's talk about other things. Practicality. It is not going to be anyone that will let the economy, but the economy can work 24/7 based on demand. Mechanics going to the filling stations or mechanics going to the Sita magazine.
Well, Nana Kweku, we'll hear you. We'll have a part 2 tomorrow. And what I'm envisaging for tomorrow is this. For those of you who think that, well, we should even try to improve upon the ones that we have currently. Like supermarkets. I don't get it why some supermarkets close by 9 or 10. If the security is...
They open by 10 a.m. in the morning.
so let's look at the ones that we can even push well enough, how we can market them and sustain them and make sure that they help this economy. Erasmus, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Dave.
Yes, boss.
Uncle Dave, I don't think this should be something that we will have to come and sit or these two political leaders should debate on. This is long overdue. You see, Kwame Nkrumah's time we had this. Even though I wasn't born, but from what I've read, Barco and other companies that were set up by Kwame Nkrumah, like the Commander Sugar Factory, all those corporations were working 24/7. It's unfortunate we've had leaders who came in with their own selfish interests and never thought of these things. That is why we come to this point. But this shouldn't be something we can't do. We can do it. If only the people and the so-called leaders who are coming. Me, I don't care who comes. But I think and I believe that we should have leaders who have vision, who think more of Ghana than their selfish interests. If people...
I hear you, Ken. Thanks very much. I remember when Kojo Bonsu was chief executive for KMA. This is something that he wanted to do. He wanted to ensure that the Bantama market and its enclave and what happens there, the Kijitia, and of course the Edum area would have a night market. That's what he had in mind. Tomorrow I'll tell you more as to what Kojo Bonsu had in mind. But listen, if you want to watch us on Facebook, we have a new Facebook page right now, our account right now. It's Love in the Morning. If you go onto the Love page, you'll not find us there. We are live on Love in the Morning on Facebook. Drop comments there. Mansour, good to hear you from you this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Mr. Dave. Good morning to you as well.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Mr. Dave, that's the new slogan for John Mahama. He can do. And please, somebody should advise the Vice President. The lies is becoming unbecoming. Anything that he says is full of lies. Look, anytime I hear this man talk, the Vice President talk, I feel like throwing out.
Hold on, Mansour. We are not here to attack personalities. We have somebody who have said a policy he wants to roll out. Speak to it. Don't attack personalities here, please.
Okay, I hear. Sorry for that. So somebody should advise him. As for Mahama, that's the new slogan. Mahama can do. Yes, he can do it. Because we've seen what he has done. Talk of KJT market, airport, the list is uncountable. So the Mahama can do it.
Well, I thank you very much. That was Mansour. Let's make one more call, and the final caller is in Christophe. Good morning. Well, we lost Christophe on the line, but we have another person on the line, though. I don't know the name. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Dave.
What's your name?
This is Matthias calling from Sokovine.
Matthias, good to hear you. Let's hear you.
Dave, I think what Mahama is saying there, I think it's on the right path. Because we now need people to come and develop this country. We need strategies that can work out for us, because there's no work for us to do as youth. So we need certain things that can change our lives now. So I think we have to stop attacking him. Rather think of better things for us. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. And Christophe, sorry we lost you on the line. Let's go into our WhatsApp console. We've got some people sharing their thoughts and their views as well. And so Leo Stanley is a man who's manning it. And Leo, what are people saying on WhatsApp?
Good morning, David. I hope you are well. David, this 24-hour economy will be good for the country. But the question is, won't we be robbed of the little we make in the night? Because all the country, David, is in darkness. People get robbed daylight. So at the night, it will be easy for these armed robbers. While part of the country is in darkness. So we need all the streets to have lights and heavy security by night for us to be able to run this 24-hour economy. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much for sending in that voice note there. Let's share one more voice note for one of time. Take a listen to this.
Morning. My name is KB. My take on former President John Mahama 24 hours job is this. My first question is he going to establish a business, or what is he going to do? Is he going to instruct all the banks to work 24/7? Is he going to instruct the public service to run 24-hour service? Is he going to tell those mechanic or shell shop to run 24/7? Is he going to instruct what should I say? I don't know what to say again. You know what? Our system is like from 6. I always advocate for that. But I ask myself, can we have a company? How many companies can abide to those instructions? Remember, we are in a democratic nation. If it were an autocratic nation, then he can instruct all these institutions to run 24-hour service. The only thing that I'm thinking is that we, the citizens, could have done that. I haven't seen any mechanic shop that works 24/7. Even the organizing a shop or the organizing shop, I've seen some. An alignment shop over the lines of Aite, the lines of there's a organizing shop at YF. One is at Bekwa roundabout. One is at Asafuleba. They are those people that I've seen them working 24 hours. And when it comes to filling station, it's only Goy, Ahonjo Goy, who has started that. Indeed, it's a very good policy, but I'm asking, and yet,
well, that's a good question there. So what we intend to do is to have a part 2 tomorrow. Now, tomorrow what we'll be doing is to look at the incentives. What will make, this work? How do we incentivize people to ensure that this works? And, John Mahama says it's not going to push it down the throat of anybody. It's not like a compulsory kind of a thing. The other thing we'll also do tomorrow is that, like I mentioned, Kojo Bones wanted to look at Edum, that's the CBD area, Bantama, and then KJT. How can we even start something like that, to help the economy and, of course, help the people? We'll find out how, when this is rolled out properly, how it would impact on the general economy. Now, we say that our economy is already struggling and all that. How does this help? When we talk about unemployment, how does this help? So we'll delve into other areas of this tomorrow on Love in the Morning. Thanks very much, Evans Runu, for your time. Is there anything you want to say before you take leave of us?
Well, my interest in this whole thing about night economy and 24-hour economy is that.
And so 24 hours, 7 days.
It's 24/7. Those that are saying 24/7, the man never said 24/7.
He said 24 hours.
24 hours. So we should limit it to that. But you will easily be tempted to say 24/7.
But if you say 24 hours, definitely you'd extend it to Saturday, Sunday as well.
No, but he's never said that.
I agree with you.
On Sunday. So now we're talking about 245.
Yeah. So
yes. If you study areas, economies that are developed and are having good night economy or 24-hour economy, you would realize that most of those employed there are the youth. So I think that it's a good way of recruiting the youth.
Yeah.
Since the old people have refused to go on pension and some have refused to die, it is better to make room for the young
So tomorrow
people.
we'll continue because listen, some like one of the voice notes said, if you have a tire problem, you're looking for a vulcanizer, after 9 p.m. you're in trouble. So we'll look at some other areas tomorrow on the conversation. So Mr. Evans, thank you very much for your time. Well, I is so cool. And the Black Stars are playing the Comoros this afternoon at 4. So Betway's cash out just got way better. Now, our enhanced early, partial and auto cash out feature lets you cash your bets out early. You also can cash out a portion of your ongoing bets or even set your bets to cash out automatically. Now, all this will give you way more control over every thrilling bet you place. All you have to do is to sign up today at betway.com.gh. Don't forget that terms and conditions apply. Is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. It's not for persons under the age of 18. Betway, get way more. Black Stars playing Comoros this afternoon at 4. Bet, win some money. And if you don't mind, can give something to Leo as he celebrated his birthday yesterday. Well, did you know that MTN Momo now has its own app? Well, yes, it does. MTN Momo has a brand new app, especially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and faster. Just download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's as simple. Now, Momo app allows you to view your statements, pay bills, and do so much more. Use the app for your Momo transactions and enjoy 100% bonus when you recharge using the Momo app. So go on, download the Momo app now and start transacting with a flex at no data cost. Just Momo it everywhere you go. And are you aware that some of the transport operators themselves are excited about this 24-hour operations? I saw that one this dawn. I'll share that details with our listeners tomorrow as well. Well, it's a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. I'm a Momo customer, so get yourself registered. Now, all you need to do is to register. All you need to do by way of registering your certificate to your business is applying to be MTN Momo merchant. Has been made simple and fast. You just have to dial *5051#. If you want to get it, it's *5051#, and then follow the prompts to apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. Now, when you do this, you'll receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app available on Play Store or App Store. Well, listen, do you know that Nunu, aside being an economist, is also a pastor? Well, he is. He is a pastor. So, just like him, we are all more than one thing. And that's why ABSA provides banking solutions for the many sides of you. Now, whatever you need for the different sides of you, ABSA has the products and services that can help you get it all done. Join ABSA to get every kind of banking solutions for every kind of you. Visit the nearest ABSA branch or absa.com.gh for more information. And trust me, you'll be glad you did. I don't know where you bank, but Societe Generale, your secure and trusted partner, is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. Now, this significant milestone wouldn't have been possible without you. Yes, you, our loyal customer. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family and business the best outcomes always. Now, our partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many dreams come true. Today, we are celebrating 20 years with you. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. So this morning, the graphic Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting will be on the Super Morning Show. We'll be joining that feed when the program begins. Meanwhile, Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel engine generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and also do generator rentals. You can find them here in Kumasi at Asokwa at the TAT yard of the Ak Mayanka Road. In Accra, their head office is at number 77 Anointed House, that is off the Odoko Malam Road. You can call them on 0243 480 334 or 0544 340 589. All right, how do you store your water? In a bucket? It's not cool, cry. In a barrel, it's not cool, cry. You need to use, Syntex tank. So what is your preferred color of tank? Well, Syntex has it. What guarantee do you want? Syntex has it. What kind of inner layer do you want? Is it double, triple, quadruple? Well, as many inner layers as you want, Syntex has that one too. So remember, no matter what your water needs are, Syntex has it. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough. Now they have over 300 agents nationwide, and to order a tank, you need to call 0244 335 168. Visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, as always, a strong, a tough. This Christmas, myself and Leo Stanley and Nunu will be enjoying Bigo soft drinks. In fact, we have started enjoying our Bigo soft drinks. Now wake up to a new taste of Bigo Cola. Nothing comes close to Bigo Cola. It's a drink of joy, both cold and sweet. Now Bigo Drink is a range of soft drinks developed, bottled and distributed in Ghana by Trillium Industrials Ghana. Bigo Cola drink offers a great taste and superior value to consumers. Now for your parties, weddings, funerals and all occasions, reach out for Bigo drinks. For the school children, I bet you that is a drink of choice. So anytime you want a drink to quench your thirst, reach out for Bigo Cola and feel the taste of nature. Now for bulk purchase, please call 0322190877. It's a quality product from Trillium Industries. African World Airlines is thrilled to celebrate 10 years of customer loyalty on their Lagos route. Now, to join us in celebrating this milestone, seize the opportunity to book your tickets for as low as $164, one-way tax-free included. Head to our website or download our mobile app to secure your seats now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Thank you for continually choosing African World Airlines for all your travel needs. African World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. All right, so are you looking for an opportunity to study abroad? Are you facing challenges in your applications for international admission, visa and general travel? Astrolinks International provides advisory on overseas education, general travel and immigration issues. They have specialized in countries such as Australia, UK, USA, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand and many more. They also offer professional advice on general travel and tours. Locate Astrolinks International at 4A Popo Street, that's in Accra, at East Legon, adjacent to Melcom, at the basement at the Kumasi City Mall, and at the Liberation Road, Takoradi. Call them on 0550-199-991 or visit their website www.astrolinks.net. At this point in time, we've got some more messages for you. After those messages, we'll be crossing over to Joy 99.5 for the graphic Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting. But your favorite Cerelac fruit now comes in a refreshing new look and has the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus. And guess what? Cerelac fruit can now be consumed from 6 months. Yes, you heard right. Just like your other favorite Cerelac variants because of the banana, apple and orange fruit flakes. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Cerelac, it's all good, mom. Now your favorite maize, wheat, rice and fruit Cerelac variants from 6 months now comes in a refreshing new look. Enjoy the goodness of Cerelac with the same nourishing whole grains fortified with Iron Plus in an exciting new look. Remember, good nutrition is needed to support optimal growth and learning. Cerelac, it's all good, mom. And this advert is FDA approved.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Keep buying your luckiest ticket with star 712 hash as an individual, a group, an association, or even a community, and stand a chance of winning in the community draw or the ultimate draw on 23rd of December. Be the luckiest on star 712 hash and win millions. Ticket sale starts on October 4th, 2023, and draw date is on 23rd December 2023. Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform. Win millions on star 712 hash.
The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Henry.
Afi.
What's wrong with you?
Afi, I am sick.
Since when?
Since this morning.
Henry, you're burning up. Let's go to the hospital, please.
No. Just pick ice cubes and put it on my hair.
On your way?
My hair.
Down there?
Yes.
Henry.
Afi.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Are you sure you are sick?
Afi, I'll get well if you do it.
You want me to put my hand down there?
Yes.
Put ice and ice cream?
Yes.
You are not serious.
I'm sick. Afi, if you do it, they will come and watch us on the 2nd of December at the CCB Auditorium. It's 2 shows, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. 100 Ghana cedis double and 60 Ghana cedis single. I call it my banana
and my melon.
You like it?
For ticket reservations, you can call 0543 216 846.
Aji, mensa ye titiri na ayami yaka ho. Doctor say me BP ni me sugar nyina kwosoro.
De wuhia ne amuzu garlic bitters.
Amuzu garlic bitters.
Ane amuzu garlic bitters. Ewo herbal shop bia.
I wake up in the morning, it's a new day, and I got bills that I have to pay. Now you're running late, running out of time. Feels like the world is waiting in line. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and just dial.
So whatever you do, whoever you are, there is an easy way for everyone. The simple life is just one touch away. Experience the magic starting today.
And it all begins with
See, I don't need to write or cash a check. I don't need data or internet. I have something that's faster than a jet. Just like
what are you talking about? You could be a palm wine topper, a teacher, a rapper, a schoolboy, a school girl, or a trader, a bank MD, a chairman, or a baker.
Guaranteed Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app. Make a deposit and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code WELCOME-GHANA and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Ajwa, the online page for the new business account was in shambles yesterday. We lost the page.
Tell me about it.
We started off very confident, and then the office broadband went down. When we set up the hotspot from the phone to reconnect, the data allocation also got finished.
You are joking.
I wish. The meeting room was hot. Kobe quickly tried calling them to give us some more time, but he had no airtime. Total chaos. They also gave us feedback that our website didn't have enough